Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the COTA weekend for Trucks, Xfinity and Cup. Obviously the Cup series was interesting. Xfinity series was interesting, I guess. Well, not really interesting. I guess just one major thing that really happened. And the Truck series wasn't really too bad actually. But anyway, let's first talk about next week's races, which will be at two different locations. One will be at Richmond Raceway for Cup, Xfinity, and also the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. And then at Texas Motor Speedway will be the Truck Series. So in two different locations, so that's gonna be interesting. Friday 31st is just garage hours, and even the race for the Wheeling Modified will be starting at 6:30 p.m. For the Virginia is for Lovers 150. Once again, the Wheeling Modified Tour will be at Richmond with the Cup and the Xfinity. The first one is on Saturday, April 1st. Sorry. It'll be practice and qualifying for the Xfinity series, both of them on FS1, 8:05 a.m. and 8:35 a.m. respectively for practice and qualifying, and then we practice then for at 10:05 a.m. For the Cup Series. That'll be on FS1, MRN6, and Sirius XM. That also includes the qualifying, which was at 10:50 a.m. Between it, actually, 10:35 a.m. will be practice for the Truck Series at Texas Motor Speedway, and then after qualifying for the Cup Series, will be at 11:05 a.m. Will be qualifying for the Truck Series. Both of them will not be on TV. I think it's just because they would just rather record it on race day and for less cost and everything, I'm pretty sure. At 1 p.m. Will be the Xfinity Series race for the running of the Toyota Care 250. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. And at 4:30 p.m. will be the Truck Series race at Texas Motor Speedway for the running of the SpeedyCash.com 250. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. On Sunday will be the Cup Series race for the running of the Toyota Owners 400 at 3:30 p.m. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. So that is Richmond and Texas all done for next week. Let's now move over to the Truck Series results for COTA. So the Truck Series winner for the XBEL 250 at COTA, so 225 at COTA, is Zane Smith. I'm pretty sure for the second year in a row might be, I'm pretty sure. Then we got Kyle Busch, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum, Ross Chastain, Corey Heim, Nicholas Sanchez, Tanner Gray, Kaz Growler, and Ben Rhodes ran out the top 10. Then we got Taylor Gray making his first start this season. Grant Finger, Roger Caruth, Stuart Friesen, Keaton Honeycutt, Haley Deegan, Lois Allen, Daniel Dye, Jake Garcia, and Colin Garrett ran out the top 20. Three drivers actually failed to qualify, one of them being Samuel Lecomte for Nemco Motorsports, Alex Bowman for Spy Motorsports after basically a tire failure ruined his qualifying session, and Mason Massey for Rion Brothers Racing. One of the drivers, well, obviously, we talked about a lot about the Cup Series. Obviously, Jensen Button, Kimi Räikkönen, and Jordan Taylor, Con Daly. All these drivers from different elements, well, I should say from different motorsports, are coming in to race this in NASCAR for this race at COTA for the Cup Series. But we haven't talked about Ed Jones. Obviously, if you don't know Ed Jones, he used to drive for Chip Ganassi Racing and Dale Coyne Racing, I'm pretty sure, and in IndyCar. I think he might be in a WEC series, but I might be wrong about that. But he was actually in this race for the Truck Series, but it didn't really matter because it only lasted for one lap. Because on lap 2, he stopped on the track, so pretty unlucky there for the Dubai native. Lap 8, Carson Hocevar spins and is trapped. Hocevar had a very eventful weekend for both Trucks and Xfinity, so I'll get to him in the Xfinity series later. Lap 10, Christian Eckes wins stage 2, and lap 25, Kyle Busch wins stage. Eckes wins stage 1, Kyle Busch wins stage 2. If you don't know, I think also for the road courses from now on, there'll be no caution breaks after the stage, if that makes sense. Lap 27, I'm going to show a video of this, not the first part, but the second part. Parker Klickman, he was slow on the front stretch, but what actually happened as well was that Haley Deegan and Keaton Honeycutt both did make contact and both spun out. I don't know what Deegan was thinking, I'll be honest. I saw the video, I was very confused on what our plan was. She was just coming in like a wrecking ball Miley Cyrus style, but it was very weird, very confusing. But luckily she did finish inside of the top 20, so that's at least a good performance from Deegan. But Honeycutt did finish in front of her, so it was quite funny there. And then Lap 42, Zane Smith wins the XPEL 250, while Ben Rose limps to the line and throws debris onto the track. He finished 10th place, so not too bad for Rhodes, but still pretty bad for him to be limped onto the track with debris. Let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20 while we're at it as well. I forgot about Logan Burden. I'm pretty sure he's the... What is he? Is he, I was going to say IROC. I can't remember what series he's from. Stock Cars? I can't remember. Mason Fleetpie. Where is he from? He's from... I can't remember what the Trans Am. I'm pretty sure he's from Trans Am. Del Quali, he's a ARCA driver. Who else? That's really about it. And yeah, there's Hocevar down in 34th place, and then there's Ed Jones as well down in 36th place and last place due to suspension issues. So yeah, pretty bad for Ed Jones. Hopefully he does come back for another try in the truck series. So I think he might be pretty decent in my opinion. But with that out of the way, let's now move over to the Xfinity Series results. So the winner of the Pit Boss 250 presented by USA Today at COTA for the Xfinity Series is AJ Allmendinger. I'm pretty sure also for the second year in a row. Just like Zane Smith. But I might be wrong about Zane Smith, but yeah. And then third place we got William Byron and Ty Gibbs, basically a top 3 Cup Series results. And then I got Sammy Smith, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Hemrick, Sam Mayer, Josh Berry, Sheldon Creed, and Riley Herbst rounding out the top 10. Then we got Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith, Miguel Paludo, Jeremy Clements, Alex LeBay, Anthony Alfredo, Parker Retzlaff, Kaz Grala, Connor Mosak, and Ryan Ellis rounding out the top 20. 4 drivers had to qualify for the Xfinity Series, one of them being Cameron Lawrence, who I'm pretty sure is a Trans Am driver, I might be wrong about that, but he failed to qualify in MBM Motorsports. Balta Laguzaman, I don't know how you say his name still, but the Argentine former F1 driver, he drove for SHK Racing, but he also failed to qualify. Garrett Smithley, who was supposed to be driving full-time in the number 4 JD Motorsports car, he failed to qualify, including the 35 Eminently Gates Motorsports car driven by Parker Chase. So, stuff that happened. Speaking of Carson Hocevar, obviously he was driving for SS Greenlight Racing, replacing Blaine Perkins, and he stopped on the track in lap 8. So, not too good for Hocevar, even though I'm pretty sure he's planning to actually make a couple of Xfinity Series starts with Spire Motorsports. Lap 15, AJ Allmendinger wins stage 1. Lap 17, Preston Pardis, who is driving for his own team, he's off the track and stops. Lap 21, Brandon Jones loses the tire and drops debris on the track. Lap 28, Brad Moffitt stopped on the track. Lap 30, Custer is in sand trap and Creed wins stage 2. Obviously, just like the Truck Series and also for the Cup Series, there'll be no breaks between the stage cautions. Lap 33, this was pretty controversial. Show a video of this. AJ Allmendinger spun out Sheldon Creed for the lead. I'm pretty sure it was for the lead, but it did look pretty messy. I think people were expecting Sheldon Creed to fight Allmendinger off the track, but we all know Sheldon Creed, he's definitely a very well-respected driver. He's not much of a hothead, in my opinion. I don't think he really is. So I do give Creed a lot of respect for not really lashing out on Allmendinger, even though Allmendinger did win the race either way at the very end. But I still think what Allmendinger did was kind of stupid. But it doesn't really matter unless like Creed is actually pretty pissed off about it. But I think he'll do it very respectfully, and obviously both of them will probably have a conversation about it. Maybe at the very end maybe at the end of the Cup Series, but I'm not too sure. But it is what it is. But Creed, he still got top 10, so it's not too bad for him. And lap 46, Allmendinger wins the race. While Jeb Burton, he spun out off the corner. I'm pretty sure Fox did not get this, which really is annoying. I'm pretty sure was it Riley Herbst? I'm pretty sure spun him out. I'm pretty sure that's what people have been saying on Twitter, because people were on board with Jeb Burton and just got spun out. So yeah, it was a bit of a mystery. I'll be honest, a bit of a mystery of a spin, but luckily we at least know what happened. At least it won't be like an Elliott Sadler situation in 2010 at Pocono. So that is the Xfinity Series results. We'll also have a look at the finishes outside of the top 20. There's Jeb Burton down in 21st place. He was actually running 10th before he got spun out. Eric Almirola, he was also in the race in the 08 SS Greenlight Racing car. Who else? Can't really mention. Parker Kligerman, he had a horrible day. Cole Custer also had a horrendous day. There's Preston Partis down in 36. Austin Hill with an engine issue, 37th. And then there's Carson Hocevar down in last place. So that's really about it for the Xfinity Series results. Let's now move over to the Cup Series results. So the winner of the Cup Series race at COTA is Tyler Reddick. And behind him is Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Austin Cindric, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs, and Todd Gilliland ran out the top 10. Then Corey LaJoie, who for some reason was rocking an update gaming paint scheme. Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Jenson Button, who did a great job going into inside of the top 20. Justin Haley and Noah Gragson running out the top 20. Obviously, no drivers failed to qualify, but it was pretty calm, I guess, maybe at the beginning. First one, lap 1, both RFK Racing cars, they collided. Busch was spun out by Kozlowski, and they collected Ty Dillon and Jimmy Johnson. So Dillon and Johnson's, their day was done, I'm pretty sure in turn 1. Lap 11, I'm going to show a video of this. Bubba Wallace loses his brakes and hits Larson in the rear end, entering turn 12. Pretty big hit from Larson. Obviously, people making the joke that he did that in Indianapolis. So Wallace is doing favor back to Larson after what he did to Ty Dillon. Obviously, he lost his brakes. Both of them lost their brakes, obviously, as you can easily tell. Obviously, people make fun of it because, it is people. One thing that was also kind of funny was that I'm pretty sure during the caution period, Hamlin, not intentionally, but spun Larson out. I think Larson just cleared himself and he just spun out, which is pretty ironic considering that he had a collision with his own car, with obviously one of Hamlin's cars of Wallace. And Wallace was obviously coming out pit road, so that was pretty funny to see. But I don't think it was intentional at all. So I think Larson just cleared himself. It was literally lap 15 and 30 where the stage ends. Stage 1 winner was William Byron. Stage 2 winner was Tyler Reddick. Lap 41, debris on the track caused by, which also caused cars to spin. It was just sand being onto the track. Lap 57, Kozlowski slow in turn 6 and stops in turn 7. Lap 60, Chastain and basically debris brought out the caution from Chastain. 65, this calls one of 3 overtimes. Austin Dillon's tires comes apart. Lap 65, lap 68. Debris again, this time from Ryan Blaney, and fluid coming out from Ryan Priest's car. And lap 71, I'm going to show a video of this, and this just summarizes the end of this race perfectly. Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, Kimi Räikkönen, and Martin Truex Jr. all spun out. And it was actually Suarez and Chris Bell as well. And it was Suarez, I'm pretty sure, who brought out the caution for debris. Well, to be fair, obviously it was a very chaotic, crazy race. It was pretty decent, I'll be honest, with a bunch of strategy and just supposedly with no cautions for a bit, but then overtimes kept ticking in, and it was very, very crazy, I think a little bit too much. My opinion as well. Obviously, the Fox boost was also a bit different. Obviously, had Kurt Busch, Gunther Steiner, and Chase Elliott in it. Wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty decent. It was alright. I still think that Kurt Busch should be in the booth and not Clint Bowyer, in my opinion. Kurt Busch is obviously a phenomenal commentator, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, the commentators weren't too bad, but the race was a bit of a different story, especially at the very end. So yeah, so that video as a whole, I'm pretty sure it's finished by now. That video as a whole kind of summarizes the end of this race pretty well. And then lap 75, Tyler Reddick wins the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix while drivers are exhausted from the race. Yes, it was heating. They went over. They did went over the race length a bit, a bit much. So it's fair enough why the drivers will be a bit exhausted. But let's have a look at the other drivers outside of the top 20. The other drivers that obviously includes like John Taylor. He qualified 4th place, which was really, really good, but he finished down in 24th place. Suarez, he was hunting for Alex Bowman, and he may get a penalty for that, but we'll see. Kimi Räikkönen, obviously, just like I mentioned, he spun out. I can't remember where. I'm pretty sure, like in turn 12. I'm pretty sure. Who else? Connor Daly, he had a transmission issue, and then Jimmy Johnson, Ty Dillon, and both of them not even make it past lap 1. So that's unlucky there for Johnson. I'm pretty sure Johnson will be back, maybe in the Coca-Cola 600, maybe. I'm not too sure though. But that is the Cup Series result all done. Let's now move over to the Truck Series standings. For the standings for the Truck Series, Zane Smith is currently 2 points in front of Ty Majeski, so a good little battle there for the front. They got Ben Rhodes in 18 points back. Then we got Christian Eckes, Brandon Finger, Matt Kraft, and Tyler Anchor, Matt Madero, Corey Heim, and Tanner Gray ran out the top 10, but he's actually tied with Chase Purdy, who's in 11th place. Then Nicholas Sanchez, Stuart Friesen, Carson Hocevar, Timmy Hill, Kobe Howard, Jake Garcia, Haley Lee Deegan, Daniel Dye, and Roger Cruz ran out the top 20. Playoffs, just have a look at that, I guess. Zane Smith and Eckes, both of them are still in the playoffs after their wins. Majeski third, and Rose and Finger, Kraft and Ankram, Benedetto, Heim, and Tanner Gray ran out the playoffs. So, Truck Series standings all done. Let's now move over to the Xfinity Series standings. So, for the Xfinity Series standings, Austin Hill has a 15-point lead over Riley Herbst. I don't know where the hell Riley Herbst has come from. He's been incredibly quiet, and yet he's in second place. So, good job by Herbst. Then we've got Jonathan Nemechek, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Smith, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed, Josh Berry, Daniel Hemrick ran out the top 10, then Parker Kligerman and Cole Custer ran out the playoffs, and Ryan Sieg, Anthony Alfredo, Brandon Jones, Brent Moffat, Jeb Burden, Jeremy Clemens, Joe Graff Jr., and Parker Retzlaff ran out the top 20. Playoffs, we have a quick look at that. Austin Hill, Jonathan Nemechek, and Sammy Smith, but all three of them are in the playoffs via their wins. Behind Nemechek and Hill got Allgaier and then Herbst. Then behind Sammy Smith is Chandler Smith, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Josh Berry, Cole Custer, Daniel Hemrick, and Parker Kligerman ran out the top 12 in the playoffs. So let's now move over to the Cup Series standings. So for the Cup Series standings, for the top 20, Ross Chastain, I'm pretty sure now takes over the lead over Joey Logano. Then we got Kyle Busch, who's 19 points back, and Joe Logano himself 25 points back, tied with Kevin Harvick. Then in 5th place, Christopher Bell, then Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick ran out of the top 10. Let me just also remind you that at one point, Tyler Reddick, I'm pretty sure, was last in the standings. Then we got Denny Hamlin, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Corey LaJoie, Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, and AJ Allmendinger ran out the top 20. So we'll just obviously have a quick look at the playoff grid. Obviously, Tyler Reddick, he adds himself into the playoffs after that win at COTA, along with Kyle Busch, Joe Logano, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and William Byron. So just a reminder that the next race will be at Richmond Raceway and Texas Motor Speedway for Cup, Xfinity at Richmond, and the Truck Series at Texas, and even and also the Wheelie Modified Tour as well at Richmond. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.